show can be a little gay,
but if you're not,
that's okay.
You can listen and have fun
Either way.
Xena, Star Wars, Doctor Who, guests and music and reviews, Game of Thrones, Wynonna too. We promise there's something for you. She nerds out. We're girls that like nerdy things. Nerdy things.
Hello and welcome to the She Nerds Out podcast. I'm Kat and I don't have COVID.
Oh, I'm Wendy.
And I'm Tara. I also don't have COVID. Wendy,
Hey.
do you have COVID?
Not that I am aware of.
Congratulations. All of us
COVID
are
free.
free. Yeah, I tested again last night and this morning. Guys, I don't have COVID.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah, well, I'm superhuman, so.
Wow. Okay.
I'm just
Congrats.
different. I'm just different.
Wow.
It's because I'm in great
Congrats.
shape.
They should study you. The government.
They
You
should.
better watch your back. They
Yeah.
come get you.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if I can help humanity, I'm like Ellie in Last of Us.
There you go.
If my body can help humanity survive, I'm all for it.
Donate your blood. Or
used to.
do they have to kill you to get your blood like they did her?
I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know. Or I won't. Because I'll be
Would
dead.
Never hear from you again.
Okay, listen. We have we have a mega, it's basically one big nerd news episode. We have so much to talk about. So much has happened. But are you guys, can we just jump into it? Should we just jump into it?
I think we should.
You guys good with that?
This is a long list.
Do it.
Do
Okay.
it.
Stop.
And now, some nerd news.
Nerd news. Nerd news. I repeat, we have breaking nerd news.
All right, we're starting off with a maybe good, maybe bad news.
Okay.
Wynonna Earp.
You sound less sure now, Kat, than
Well,
you were earlier when you told us.
I think
were
it's
talking
gonna.
to us.
I think it's good news. On the exterior, it's like, oh no, Wynonna Earp is leaving Netflix this summer, July 26th. So get your binging in while you can before the 26th of July. But here's the thing: their contract's up. This is not like Netflix is like kicking them off. It's like, this is kind of standard for sci-fi shows. They usually run for about 5 years. And because there's no new season, it's kind of like, okay, the clock was ticking at the end of 4, so here we go. So Netflix leaving means that they don't have a streaming distributor. That's interesting. Opens the door to our friends at Tubi. Love Tubi.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Wynonna would love Tubi on the Tubi network in full series form. So I think, let's take this as good news.
Yeah, if they, like you said, if they get the full catalog, then that makes it easier and doesn't feel so random when they put out new movies or specials, as we're calling them.
Exactly.
People can actually go back and say, what the hell am I watching right now?
Yeah. Exactly.
It's and we know people love Tubi. People are like, I'm watching this random fucking thing on Tubi, so why not put something good on Tubi?
Yeah.
Some more good stuff.
Yeah, and it's all, it makes it a little streamlined. It's all in one place. And last time, again, I keep referencing this Emily Andress moderating I did. It's the closest we've come to having her on the show. Although no, she was on the show, the live. It was like a 2-minute thing. She was on.
Yeah, but we clarified during that time that does not count.
And she even confirmed that this doesn't count. Anyway, still waiting. The door's open, Emily. She's telling Tubi is still paying attention. So I think, and people have been saying like, oh great, Netflix, bye, Tubi, hello. So, we keep that going. But anyways, I think this is good news. Let's see what happens in the months after July. But yeah, let's see. I think it's good.
Okay.
I'll take your word for it.
Speaking,
Because when the note was sent out,
are you not?
No, I was the one that said, Wynonna's leaving Netflix, and I was like, oh no. And then was it you or Ann that said, no, it's good. Then maybe Tubi can get it. So then I said,
Ann. I think it was while
yay.
I was
So
away.
I did not know all the nuance of the situation. So.
And by the way, I forgot to thank Ann for stepping in for me. I've totally forgotten. I was listening.
How rude.
Back. I'm very rude. But no, Ann made that point, and she's right. Ann's very smart. speaking of Wynonna-esque and Melanie Scrofano, who is of course Wynonna Earp, she has this new sci-fi show coming out, Revival. We've seen it. We've seen pictures. We've heard about it. The trailer's out,
Yep.
and boy, does she look good in a uniform.
Yeah, she's a sheriff deputy.
Yeah.
Looking good.
So it's based off of a comic. It's a sci-fi network show, so it's a little darker. There's obviously something supernatural going on. The show comes out on June 16th, which will be here before you know it.
yeah.
So, looking forward to talking about that with y'all. Although now I don't know how to watch. Do you guys have sci-fi? I don't know how to
I
get
have
sci-fi.
cable,
Yeah.
digital streaming
Direct
cable, like
TV
normal
Plus
people.
or whatever. Yeah.
Right. Good
I'm
for
a
you
channel
guys.
flipper.
Yeah. You're still plugged in.
Yes, I need it in my life.
Okay, fair enough.
So
I will have
I
to
watch it on that.
I'll have to figure it out because I definitely have to see this show. And again, like this is anything that Melanie is in is good for Wynonna Earp. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
It helps her brand.
It has a very similar vibe to Wynonna, that's for sure.
Yeah, a couple of scenes you can see a little Wynonna sparkle in her eye.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. And like just the color grading of it and the the scariness of it, but it looks a little bit, like there's a little bit of like you said, comedy going on thrown in there.
Yeah.
Almost
Really
like they could have just kept Wynonna Earp
Yeah,
on
just put-
sci-fi.
just boop.
Like if that was a vibe that they were going for.
I wonder
Yeah.
where this was shot. I wonder if there's any of the same production people.
Well, I remember at her panel at that Women of Sci-Fi Creation Con, she said something to the effect of like, that there was either a scene where she had to watch herself to not put too much Wynonna in it,
Oh yeah.
or she
I get
said
it.
this is a little bit too much like something Wynonna would do, or something that like she was conscious of it. At least for one of the scenes she was talking about.
Like I'm just looking at the wardrobe, the sets on here, and I swear it just looks like they're in purgatory. And
Yeah.
even
Even
her,
that cemetery.
even her coat, yeah, the coat.
cemetery
They're
looks
in a
familiar.
morgue. Then they go into like a barn. It's a small town. Then there's
Yeah.
a lab,
Interesting.
and like, yeah, just a lot of elements that look very much like Wynonna. So hey, maybe it'll at least could give us a little fix if we're.
Well, it's very like they're like revivers they call them. I guess come back from the dead, and someone has
Yeah.
a comment like I'm sending them back to hell. Like it's
Yeah.
kind of similar. There's things risen from the dead that they're trying to put back in the dead. I assume.
Right, and try and figure out how this is happening.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
And if it's a curse, then I mean
No.
that's
Then
too
somebody's
close to
getting
home.
sued.
right, and it's based off a comic book.
It is based off of a comic book. It's all. I mean, now that you're mentioning all
I'm sure
these
it's
things,
totally different, but we'll see.
there's a
Well,
lot of
probably not.
similarities. We'll say that. Okay.
I mean,
interesting.
Mel is Mel. I feel like even if she's not trying to do what she did as Wynonna,
She's Mel.
it's probably gonna come through because she's just Mel and she's just doing Mel things, and
Yes,
it's gonna feel like Wynonna at times, whether she wants it to or not. Probably.
Well, and she has said that like Wynonna, the character of Wynonna, is the closest to her,
Right,
of a character that she's ever played. So I think a lot of that is just kind of her natural funny charisma is just kind of, you can't hide. Hey, listen, you can't hide Riz. Was that the kids say?
No,
I promise to never say that again.
thank you.
It hurt.
Appreciate it.
it's hard to listen, hard to hear.
I apologize. So yeah, June 16th. Again, right around the corner. We will definitely be watching and talking about it.
Yes, that I feel like that's gonna be a show. You think we'll talk like weekly?
I'm down to
Or-
clown.
Yeah, at least in some capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
Wonder
so.
how many episodes it's gonna be. IMDb just has one listed.
Oh, you're already on that. Look at that. You're on it.
Don't placate me.
I'm sure. Wendy.
I mean, that's all it's got. It's
Excuse me.
episode. Okay, no, it has 3.
It's got to be more than that.
So there's got to be more than that.
I hope so.
More of a mini series.
Yeah, I'm sure as we get closer, we'll have a little more info. So yeah, more to come on that for sure.
Okay.
In Star Wars news, if
Oh,
we didn't talk enough Star Wars last
never,
week,
never
take
enough.
this with a grain of salt because how many
Mm.
things have they announced that have never come to pass? This was announced at least through deadline.com on April 21st, so not that long ago. It says father and son duo lost co-showrunner Carlton Cuse and Nick Cuse from Masters of the Air and Station 11 are in very early development on a Star Wars series from Lucasfilm. No details. It's their first formal project together. Yeah, you know what? You know why I like this? Because Hughes, the older Hughes, I believe, no, or Nick Hughes, excuse me, worked with Damon Lindelof on The Watchmen and The Leftovers.
Ooh.
And anytime you mention The Leftovers and also Watchmen, which was excellent, that gets me interested. Not that this is going to be anywhere like this, anywhere near this, that type of show, but these guys are TV vets. I mean, Carlton Cuse worked on Lost for, long time. That's a big thing. The Cuses have been around for quite a while, doing a lot of
Nepotism
shows.
must be nice.
Well, you know, whatever gets you in the door, I guess. So we'll see if this number one ever happens.
Yeah.
And if it does happen, how far in the future? And also, will it be good? What's it going to be about? No one
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah.
So,
But it's on
yeah.
deadline, so it holds some weight. You know?
Yeah, but
It's not on
was
like
the Patty Jenkins movie
comicbookguy.com.
announcement?
I know.
That wasn't
That's
all
true.
that was full out legit.
They shot a promo.
Where'd that go?
With an X-wing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is so I'm looking at on IGN.com. I just googled upcoming Star Wars releases, and there's a list of all the things that are, supposed to be supposedly coming. So Patty Jenkins' Star Wars Rogue Squadron movie is status unknown.
It's never good.
We got the Carlton and Nick Cause in development. Simon Kinberg.
Did you just say cause instead of
Ca-
cues?
Cuses? Cause.
I
did.
say I don't know. I think that's how it's pronounced.
No, you're probably right.
Cues.
Simon Kinberg trilogy in development. Shareem Obaid Chinoy's New Order movie in development. Dave Filoni's Mandoverse New Republic movie in development. James Mangold's
Well,
Dawn of the Jedi movie in development. Taika
they're just throwing
Waititi's Star
stuff
Wars
out there.
movie in
See
development.
what actually happens.
Yeah. But we know that, okay, so they didn't announce the Ryan Gosling Starfighter thing. in
Yeah, they actually had him
2020
show up for that. So
Yeah, 2027. So that seems promising. Ahsoka season 2, we know what's happening. Maul Shadow Lord animated series, we know that's happening. Jon Favreau's Mandalorian and Grogu movie, we know that's coming out next
Yes.
summer. And Star Wars Vision season 3, October 2025. But that's it. Everything else is either status unknown or canceled.
good times.
Fun.
Yeah.
Rebellions are built on hope, and so are TV and movies.
Seriously, in the Star Wars universe, yeah. They really are.
Anything in entertainment seems like it's built on hope
It's true. There's no guarantees.
and money.
All right, we got some very exciting news here.
Mm.
Nicole
yeah.
Kidman and Sandra Bullock.
Oh, yeah.
It is confirmed there is a release date now of
A
Star
very
Wars
Yeah.
can't give us one, but Practical Magic 2 can.
Very
Looks
specific.
like September 18th, 2026. I'm very excited about this. This is from the Hollywood Reporter. I'll give them credit. I just want to read this first paragraph of this article here. More than 8 years ago, Nicole Kidman made a commitment to herself and to the careers of women behind the camera that she would work with a female director every 18 months. In the years since, Kidman blew the original mission far and away. little pun there. And has since worked with 27
That's awesome.
female directors. Okay, so that's just
She's
cool
Good on you,
legit.
Nicole
in
Kidman.
itself. So this has been kind of something that's been talked about for a while. Oh, it would be cool if they made a follow up to Practical Magic.
Yeah.
It's one of those like weird. Is it a cult classic? Kind of like, or it's like kind of gay, but not really.
I've
but
never seen it.
You've never seen Practical Magic.
Nope. I don't even know what it's about other than, magic.
I find that so hard to believe.
Yeah, and Nicole.
That or the fact that I've never watched Buffy. Which one's harder to believe?
Practical Magic.
Really? Yeah, because of it's Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock, it just feels like something. It was a big deal, like you would have.
It was a popular movie, wasn't it?
I don't know what you're.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's hung in there.
Stockard Channing, Wendy.
Oh, I do like Stockard
this
Channing.
This is like your kind of movie.
1998. I don't know what I was doing.
Watching Xena.
You're
really into Xena.
I was too into Xena.
Maybe we need to do a little watch.
That would be fun. That'd be really fun. I haven't seen it in ages.
Diane Wiest.
And so Nicole says it's fun and witchy. And I think isn't it too on like the East Coast, kind of like a Cape Cod type setting. So I feel like you'd really enjoy it. Wendy.
I do like that
vibes.
Yeah. So
it's a cozy and sometimes scary
movie.
I
mean, I know that you're not a fan of necessarily the occult, witchy,
not generally,
but it's a little different. I don't know. I think you would get a kick out of it just because of
there is a picture of Nicole Kidman holding a cat.
There is a cat in the movie, Wendy.
Does it live?
I don't think it's going to be the same cat in the second movie, unless they put some kind of spell on him. I don't know.
Well, I'm just saying, there's a cat involved. Of course, it's a black cat.
The cat lives. I'll tell you. We can confirm the cat in the movie lives through the end of the first movie.
We'll see how it goes.
Wendy, I think you'd really like it.
It'd be a fun movie night.
We should totally do it.
Do you know how many movies we have on our list for movie night that we've never done?
Many. And Cynthia, one of these days, Desert Hearts, we're gonna watch it.
Oh yeah, I think that's number one.
It is.
And then Cats.
Cynthia's got a savings account going now. And every time she hears us say that, she just throws a nickel into a.
She's rich by now.
She's going on a vacation on us. Well,
yeah. All right. So I'm excited.
I am too. I'm with you, Tara. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I hope it doesn't suck. And I think Wendy, we're going to bully you into watching this movie.
Yeah, I bet by September 18th, 2026, we can squeeze in a movie night for Practical Magic.
Well, now that we're practically neighbors.
Yeah.
Yes.
It would be a shame.
We are.
Be a shame.
Maybe we'll just show up at your house with the DVD in hand
and snacks.
A DVD
and wine.
I do have a player.
I think I probably have it on DVD.
Ooh,
I'd be surprised if I don't.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna let y'all handle the next one.
All right.
Oh, we will. Madonna.
Who?
Heard of her?
Have you heard of Madonna?
The Material Girl.
So they were gonna do a movie, right, Kat? Like a biography
at Universal.
It was a big thing. Oh yeah, my people.
Your
I think Florence Pugh was auditioning.
She was in the running, but
there was like a Madonna boot camp they had to go to.
Right.
And then they said, never mind.
I think Universal was like, yeah, we're not doing that. I have a sneaking suspicion that making a movie about Madonna with Madonna is not an easy thing to do.
Not fun. Netflix is going to try and make a limited series. And honestly, I think Madonna needs a limited series. You need more time than just a movie. I want to see at least an 8 to 10 episode Madonna limited series. I want more covered than you could do in a movie.
Yeah, imagine trying to fit her entire career into a 2-hour movie.
Too much.
Like that's too much. I think,
and that may have been part of the problem too.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, yeah, maybe. I agree. I think a limited series is a really smart way to do this. And so originally, Sean Levy is directing and producing this. For some reason, in my mind, I thought it was Daniel Levy from Schitt's Creek. I'm like, this is a brilliant partnership. It'll be a little funny.
Interesting.
He can be serious, but he can still do very heartwarming, whatever. And then I'm reading it, and they're naming off this director's credits. I'm like, this is not the right guy. So, Sean Levy, also very talented. He has a ton of credits.
Deadpool and Wolverine, which I didn't really like. But.
He obviously knows how to run a production.
He can make things, yeah.
Yeah. And maybe, he and Madonna will get along.
Is she involved in this? Does
Well,
it
yeah,
say?
They met somehow
no.
with a dead. They had some kind of interaction with Deadpool and Wolverine because she
That's
gave the
true.
blessing for his
That's
song, and she
true.
even
Right.
gave
An
them the
idea.
idea of
Mm.
what
That's
to
right.
do
She
during
had
that time.
notes.
Yeah, she had notes, and she like wanted, and she had like
I forgot.
a good idea.
Hmm.
No, she's
So,
involved in this.
yeah.
She's back to writing scripts. So
Okay.
I feel
Okay.
like the Universal thing went away, and then she's like, "Cool, I'm going to start shopping it around," and then this is how the Netflix thing happens. No, she's still very
Okay.
heavily involved.
Well, Julia Garner was a front runner,
Right.
which I don't know much about her other than I think she looks kind of cool and she kind of looks like Madonna in the curly short blonde hair phase. I mean, I feel like she'd be good,
Sure.
but we'll see.
Yeah, I can see it. I think what would be
Yeah, I can see it.
interesting is that if they use different actresses through different parts of Madonna's career, that could be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But they probably won't do that.
Probably not.
But we'll see. Again, this could very easily go away. This could be good. It could be terrible. I
I'm down for
can't wait to
anything
see.
they do. I mean, as I've said, if I ever met Madonna,
Yeah.
I feel like of all the celebrities that I could possibly meet, I would feel like I would need to bow. I would
Yeah.
need to defer. Like Madonna is one of those people, having grown up with her through her prime.
Yes.
Like she's just not a person. She's not
Yeah.
a normal person. She's just Madonna,
She's an
and
icon.
I would kind of bow and back away
Yeah.
and
she's
pay homage.
She's not. You're right. She's not a real person. She is so woven into the fabric of pop culture that I think people who don't even really know that much about Madonna know more music of hers than they realize.
And have an opinion,
Of course,
whether it's
everybody-
good or bad, or based on any sort of realism or whatever. And I don't love everything she does, but she's still
Same.
Madonna.
She's still Madonna, and she was my first really big celebrity crush.
Ooh.
So I have like a lot of Madonna facts. I read a Madonna biography and did a report on her. I was into her.
I get it. I
Yeah.
was at the fan club.
So yeah, even though I'm not a huge fan of her now, you can never take the 80s and 90s away from Madonna.
Nope.
You just can't. She is responsible for so much of inspiring so many artists today. There's no Gaga without Madonna. I don't think there's a Pink. I don't think there's a just name anybody today who has a very like prominent look, style. Like that's thanks to Madonna.
Yeah.
And most of them agree and will absolutely give her credit for that. Anyway.
All right. Next up,
Okay.
I'm going to talk about someone you know that I like very much, Aubrey Plaza and Margaret Qualley,
Okay.
who I learned she is the daughter of Andy McDowell.
Yes.
Yes.
Nepo baby.
They will star in a lesbian detective movie coming
Okay.
out. Now, I didn't see a date attached to this. This is from our friends at Autostraddle. I'm going to read this because this is very interesting. I didn't know any of this or who these other people were. Okay. It says Margaret Qualley plays lesbian detective in next queer movie from Trisha Cook and Ethan Cohen. So they are going to star in an upcoming film called Honey Don't. Margaret Qualley will play the titular Honey, a lesbian detective out to investigate a questionable church that happens to be led by Chris Evans, who we know is married to
Oh.
Your girl. What's her name?
Yes, from oh my god,
Warrior Nun.
Warrior Nun. Yes.
What's her name?
what's
Are
her
you
name?
forgetting
Why
her
can't I
name?
not remember
Oh
her name
my
right now?
God.
Talk to Christina.
Don't ask me.
Christina Tantera Young all the time.
I know you guys are besties.
My goodness.
Okay, maybe it's just
Alba Baptista. My God. I knew it was an A.
Baptista. Of course.
The crush is faded.
It happens.
She's married now. I mean,
Yeah, who
it's
cares?
over. My channel, Okay. So, it says led by Chris Evans. So that's fun. right?
Yeah. But this next
Interesting.
sentence is really funny.
Aubrey Plaza will star alongside her, though the specifics of her role are currently a mystery. Maybe she'll be a true mystery Honey has to solve in bed.
Okay.
Sorry. All I know is that Margaret Qualley is amazing. And Aubrey Plaza is also amazing and very good at flirting with women on screen.
We've
So I
seen
know
this.
whatever they cook up will be fun as hell.
You know what? I have to go change cars, but I'm going to say this before I leave.
Okay, we'll take this.
What's funny is if they even tried to put Aubrey Plaza in there as like a straight role and not make her any sort of love interest in to Margaret Qualley, it wouldn't work.
Yeah, like what are we
Because
doing?
everybody just sees Aubrey Plaza with a
Yeah.
woman, and it's gonna be a thing. So,
Like, are they going to try to hook one of them up with
obviously-
Chris Evans?
yeah, obviously, I think the two of them are gonna be together. But it's just funny to think like even if you tried to put Aubrey Plaza in
Yeah,
a
you
movie and not make
can't.
her one of the lesbians, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, again,
Just make her
like,
one.
her charisma and sex appeal is just
Yes.
unstoppable. She has chemistry with everyone she's on screen with.
Yeah. So, okay, then it says Trisha Cook and Ethan Cohen have planned a trilogy of queer B movies. So
Awesome.
that's kind of fun.
That is really
The
fun.
first installment was Drive Away Dolls, starring Margaret Qualley and Geraldine Viswanathan. Okay, that's not right. And the second will be Honey Don't. Qualley.
Drive Away Dolls.
Yeah, Drive Away. I have to look that up. Now, having been in the first two films, has joked that if she's not invited back for the third, she will be offended. In an interview with Trisha Cook, she says that Honey Don't was inspired by two movies from the 70s, The Long Goodbye, a satirical neo-noir film set in old Hollywood, and Fat City, a sports film about boxing.
Okay.
And it seems like these films are very different. So this will be very interesting.
Okay.
But maybe check out, let's see what this Drive Away Dolls is all about.
Yeah, so let me tell you, Drive Away Dolls is about Marion, an uptight lesbian in 1999, and her best friend Jamie, Margaret Qualley, a serial cheater from Texas, who get roped into a caper. They set off on a road trip to Florida. Marion, it's Geraldine yeah, this is the name that you could get. She is Marion, a serial cheater from Marion. Let me start over. They set off on a road trip to Florida. Marion to visit some family, Jamie to get away from her abusive cop ex, and things take a turn when they discover a mysterious suitcase in their trunk. So it's like a caper movie. It sounds fun, and it's again the Ethan Cohen, who is a really good filmmaker, and I'm so intrigued that he's making a trilogy of queer movies. That's great.
I'm going to go with Viswanathan.
Ooh,
I want to get her name right. Geraldine Viswanathan.
ooh, that sounds great.
Okay.
Viswanathan. Yeah, that sounds right. Nice job.
Okay. That sounds kind of fun.
It sounds really fun.
I'm
I
kind of
love
interested, like where, I don't know,
caper.
to look up where we can find
Yeah,
that.
how do we find this?
Yeah, so back in 2024, it said was now in theaters, so it's got to be somewhere now.
It's described as a raunchy caper.
Raunchy about lesbians and the men who fear them. That's what this Autostraddle article says.
That sounds pretty fun.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
Okay. So next we have Hannah Einbinder and your fave, two of you ladies, Gillian Anderson to lead slasher teenage sex and death at Camp Miasma.
Miasma.
From
Miasma.
I Saw the TV Glow director and movie, not to be confused with Tubi.
No.
So going into this a little bit more from what we've dissected of this article, this movie is about a movie crew going to film a movie about Camp Miasma, which is part of a franchise of movies,
Like a
but they're not
slasher
real
franchise.
movies, slasher movies.
Yeah.
They're not real movies, but in the film, so it's like a movie in a movie situation.
Yes.
So it's a psychological horror drama.
Ugh.
That sounds heavy. That sounds heavy, especially for Hannah Einbinder and Gillian Anderson.
Yes. And Hannah is from Hacks.
Hacks,
And
yes.
is a comedian. Like she does stand up, so she's known for her comedy work.
Now, if they would have said psychological horror dramedy, I'd be like,
Well,
okay.
Jillian's been in some pretty gory X-Files episodes.
She has.
But the
And
two
she's
of
done
them
some sex
together.
shows. Yeah,
She
the two
has
of them
done
together,
some-
it's interesting.
She's done some sex stuff. So, when the latest movie's director becomes obsessed with the mysterious reclusive actress who played the final girl in the original film, a whole new kind of slasher emerges from the bottom of the lake. I'm guessing Jillian plays the actress who played the final girl in the original film. If this is like a film series that's been going on for years, my guess is like she's the Jamie Lee Curtis in the original Halloween. Okay.
Good comparison.
Thank you. And then Hannah plays the queer director who becomes obsessed with Jillian's character. That's my take. I'm reading between the lines here.
Okay.
I don't know how all the gore and psychological shit comes into it. I'm not as thrilled about that. I'd rather just watch Jillian be like sexy walking around, but
I want Jillian to show up on Hacks.
oh, that'd be great.
That'd be fun.
That'd be really fun.
That's more vibe I'd be looking for. But,
It's more my speed.
but
And
this is
it's-
interesting.
It is. It described as an insane yet cozy midnight odyssey that beckons to unsuspecting viewers from the horror section of the local video store. Okay, sure. And the director is a non-binary filmmaker and writer. I haven't heard of any of their previous stuff, but it doesn't mean that's not good. Looks like
I
they
mean,
come
they
from,
got Jillian Anderson on board and
Exact-
Hannah Einbinder. So
yeah, it looks like they come from the indie world, so I'm sure they've impressed the right people.
I guess so.
Okay. This is
Do you
something-
think?
Yeah.
Here's a question.
Okay.
I mean, it may not be true, but you just look at Jillian, look at Hannah. Could it be a mother-daughter thing? Not that it would be, but I could see them being cast as mother-daughter.
Oh, I could see that.
But I feel like it is more of like an age.
Yeah, it probably won't
yeah.
be, but I could see it.
But in a future film, they could be. How old is Hannah? Do we know? I'm looking it up.
30s, late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah,
I
I'd say
assume?
like 20s. Maybe like
And Jillian's
30,
about
31
my age,
now or
so
something.
she could definitely be your mom.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll see. I may or may not see this just based on the fact that it's it's a horror thriller.
well, Jillian, come on now.
I know, but I'm not. I don't.
My-
I don't like these movies.
I don't either. My asthma sounds like an affliction.
I've got the miasma.
I got my asthma in my hip.
Oh boy.
Well, let's continue our
Yeah.
theme.
Keep it going.
Kristen Stewart is officially married.
Off the market.
Married.
Sorry, Tara. She's off the market.
Off the market.
You ever gone in for Kristen Stewart to Dylan Meyer?
A woman.
At an intimate ceremony at a Mexican restaurant called
I dig
Casita
it.
del
I mean, I
Campo.
think that, that's
on,
fun.
on Sunday. Is this recent? Was it just
No, this was
oh,
last
this was
month,
back
and
in April.
I feel
couple
like
weeks ago.
we might, maybe we talked about this. I don't know, but we can celebrate them again.
Did we?
I don't know. Can't remember anymore if I just
if
talked
you
to
did
y'all
it-
about stuff. Or
Well, I think
wasn't
we posted
here.
between us. I don't think we ever actually covered it. Maybe
Oh,
we did.
okay.
It's just down the road a piece.
It's in Silver Lake.
Silver Lake. I'm
Not
checking out
surprised.
the
Not
restaurant.
We should go.
And
there.
It's a
Interesting.
small little place. It was like a very intimate, just friends and family.
Well,
The Paps, of course, got some
do you think
Shots.
they had
The Paps.
tacos?
paparazzi.
Paparazzi.
yeah.
Did they have enchiladas? I mean, what was on the catering?
Yeah. I think
Obviously Mexican
I think
food.
tacos are on the menu.
Private events and
Mayo.
dining. They've got a nice patio deck.
It looks like a very fun festive.
They
place.
have the
Yeah, it looks
Paloma
chill.
room.
It looks super chill.
Maybe
They had like a
it's-
little DJ. They just
there
had
you
like
go.
really super chill. Just friends like standing right there by them. They're in cute little outfits. They didn't have any big poofy dresses on or anything.
I think
Yeah,
we-
looks
I think we should
casual.
go.
I think
Get
they're both
some-
in like little like skirts, some kind of skirt or skort situation.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go get some Mexican food.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never heard of that place. Sounds
Me
good.
neither.
Now I want Mexican
I
food.
know I'm like hungry now.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Uh,
congrats.
yeah, congrats to those two ladies.
Good on ya.
Way to go.
Ole.
They've been together for a while, like many years. So,
Oh, really?
yeah. Mhm.
Olay.
All right, then.
All
Our
Well,
right.
best wishes.
here's for something completely different. There's a new there's a new Marvel TV show coming out on June 24th, which just happens to be my lovely wife's birthday. It's called Ironheart, and it's an obviously, as all these are, it's an established comic book character.
From executive producer and director Ryan
Yes.
Coogler.
Yeah, like
Who
okay,
all saw Wakanda Forever in
the
this
Coog.
chat? Oh, you
Me.
did?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did.
All right.
yeah.
Oh, never mind
We're
then.
we're a Wakanda show.
Suck it.
I didn't know
What are you
y'all saw
trying
the
to say?
sequel. I just didn't know y'all saw the sequel.
I
Yeah,
saw the
I
sequel.
saw it.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Continue.
I liked the Wakandas. So I guess this character, the setup based on the trailer, is that she goes and kind of has an internship in Wakanda and is learning how to build cool stuff that what's her name? The new Black Panther teaches her how to make. I forget the character's name. I'm not good at my job. I'm just not good at it. I'm not a good nerd.
Shuri. It's in the article.
Shuri, thank you. So yeah, she's a brilliant. This Riri is her name, the character's name. She's like this brilliant engineer. She's a genius. She went to MIT. She's inventing. Basically, she's building an Iron Man suit. Hence the name
Okay.
Ironheart.
Okay.
And it looks like adventure ensues. I don't know anything about this character. I don't know if this is setting her up to be in other parts of the Marvel verse, but it's a 6-episode show, Disney Plus. Ryan Coogler, that's kind of all you need to know. I feel like if he puts his stamp on something, you know it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I think it looks cool and
It
just
does.
interesting, something different. Different, It's
I didn't realize that Han Solo's in it. Alden
Yeah.
Ehrenreich. He plays Obadiah Stane's son, aka Jeff Bridges from the original Iron Man.
ooh.
So he plays his son, a quote tech ethicist who can also make a world famous jam out of persimmons. Well, that's random. Okay,
That must be relevant somehow.
I guess,
the
but
plot.
I get he's playing a descendant of a character we've met before.
Very
so.
cool. So this is like Iron Man 2.0 kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh well. I mean, looks like she's making a suit of some sort.
Oh
so
yeah,
maybe
she's flying around in
Yeah.
possibly.
a Iron Man like suit.
Yes. It looks pretty cool. I mean,
does. It looks
I'm
fun.
down to watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll watch this.
However, the reviews,
Oh,
Oh,
uh-oh.
of the trailer.
well, I think it's more on IMDb. If you go
Oh no.
look this up,
Already?
I saw an article that says it has twice as many negative reviews as it does positive reviews before it's even come out.
I have one word, fanboy.
Yeah.
Come
Well,
on, guys. It
I
hasn't even come
mean-
out yet.
I think we know why.
It's Ryan Coogler.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, how dare they even touch the beloved Iron Man, let alone a woman of color?
Yeah.
How
And I
dare
think
they?
also I think was it on YouTube? They might have like stopped the madness, like stop letting people do that, like give it such a terrible,
Oh, yeah.
they're
they
not even
changed.
showing the the number of dislikes right now
Good.
anymore. Only the,
The likes. Good,
Likes.
because people are horrible.
yeah. So it's,
Yeah.
and let's see if I don't think comments are not on the YouTube thing anymore. So
This is the world we live in.
yeah, but it was a thing about how people just flipped again. So
I mean, of course they did.
yeah,
I don't know. It's never gonna stop. You know.
yeah.
Do you know who's in it? Do you remember the name Cree Summer? Do you know what Cree Summer? Oh, she's only in one episode. But every time I see Cree Summer, I just think of it's a different world. love from
Oh,
where you
cool.
come from.
Oh, who did she play in Different World? I love that show.
She was Freddie Brooks. I think she's the one she was always like had a little hat or
Oh,
dressed really cute.
she's so
It's like I don't
cute.
know what thing she's done since then, but I just always for some reason remember Cree Summer was in a different world. I like that show. It's a good show.
I
But
loved A Different World.
yeah, it was great.
It was a Cosby Show spinoff.
Yeah. Denise Huxtable
That's right. College.
went to
A
Hillman.
historically black college. And Dwayne Wayne with the glasses. I had those glasses.
Dwayne Wade.
You know I did.
And what's her name? Who's done a lot of Dawn. She was at the
Oh, yeah.
Women of
She was in-
Sci-Fi.
she was
Dawn, I
in-
forget her last name. She's done a lot of
Williams.
stuff.
Dawn Williams?
No.
Done something. She was on Major Crimes. I got to work with her. She's really nice. Fuck, what's her name?
I'm looking it up. We're going to pause this till I figure it out.
Dawn. I should know this because I had to do her credits.
Yeah,
It's not
Dawn.
Williams.
Oh, I know it. I know it. If you said it, I'd know it.
Dawn.
Lewis.
Okay, I was close.
Dawn with two N's.
Right,
Dawn
two N's. Yeah, those two N's will get you. You got to be really careful when you're checking credits.
I bet you do.
Two N's. She was lovely.
Yeah, great show.
Great show. I'm glad that Cree's working. That's great.
Well,
Apparently-
it's just one episode.
Well,
but,
Cree apparently is known for her voice acting. So
okay.
she's pivoted to that. Good for her.
Good job, Cree.
There's a lot of money in voice acting, guys.
I would love to be a voice
I
actor.
know.
Are you kidding?
It's the best.
That would be amazing.
It's the best.
Well, speaking of acting,
Oh boy.
see how that went.
That's John.
You know who's going to be acting in the new Buffy
Oh,
reboot?
boy. AK is gonna be so pissed.
Why? I know.
One of
I-
AK, one of those little monsters,
Annoying.
annoying
Okay.
kids from Skeleton Crew has made it big
Oh
now.
boy. The biggest.
Ryan Kira Armstrong, who played the main, what was the character's, the main girl, the kind of the top, the word tomboy.
I don't know her name, but she was the older girl.
The older girl with, well, I don't know who, is she technically older? Do we know of her or the other?
Okay, well,
I have no
I
idea.
just looked her up. She's like 15 now, I think.
She was
Okay.
born in March 2010. So yes, that's good math.
Yeah.
Math, Wendy.
Well, we
Nice
looked her
job.
up because we were talking about this. So, because I was thinking she was maybe 14 when she did it, but apparently she was probably like 12 or 13 when she did that.
Yeah.
Skeleton Cruise. They did it a long time ago, I think. So
Yeah.
she played Fern.
Fern, that's her name.
Fern.
Fern. Okay.
I will
well,
say there's pictures of her where she's trying to be a little older,
Yeah, I don't like that.
uncomfortable.
it's
Yeah.
weird.
I don't like
I
that.
was uncomfortable because I looked her up while I was watching Skeleton Crew
Yeah.
and saw some of those, and I was like, no,
You don't need to do
no.
that. Be 15.
She's
Be
15. Yeah,
Be
that's
15
not
as
necessary.
long as you can.
No.
Well,
No.
I mean, I feel like she's not the one planning those photo shoots. Let's just say that.
Well, but she's
But she might want to say like, well, hey, I want to
maybe.
look like
Yeah,
this person
and
I saw on
her-
TikTok or whatever.
her
You
dad
know.
is like her manager. Like
Yeah.
an adult should be being like, hey, why don't we pump the brakes on these sexy 15-year-old
Yeah.
photos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's
she's
not what this is
landed.
about.
She has landed the lead opposite Sarah Michelle Gellar, who was signed on in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot, which has a pilot order at Hulu.
Yes.
Come on, Hulu, come on.
Yeah. So
Armstrong.
pilot doesn't mean we're ever going to see it.
I know.
Right?
I know.
So
That's what
I
I'm
know, I
saying.
want
Come
to.
on, Hulu.
I know. But just letting people know doesn't mean we're ever going to see it.
It's dangerous to let all these details out that
I
you're
agree.
that you have Sarah Michelle Gellar on board for a Buffy. What's one thing if you're just going to throw around, ooh, we're going to do a reboot and we're not going to say like
Yeah.
who, but if you're going to tell us
Who's being
that
cast?
SMG is going to play reprise her role as Buffy and then never let us fucking see the pilot,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I feel like there'd be a revolt.
I wonder if this is their way of like testing the waters. How excited are
No,
people?
I think they're doing it. I mean, whether or not it gets picked up, I don't know. But I think they're very intent on doing it.
I hope so, because if I'm SMG, I'm like, let's not do this until we've made
I
it.
wouldn't want to be embarrassed to be like, oh, my
Exactly.
reboot show wasn't good enough. You're not going to put a full order in for it.
That would
you know,
be
like,
humiliating, frankly.
yeah. Okay. Well, Armstrong will play the new Slayer we don't know if it's going to be like Buffy's kid or just some rando Buffy's coming to help.
Random.
But in the untitled Buffyverse project, which
Yeah.
Geller, because Geller will executive produce in addition to reprising her signature role as Buffy Summers.
Mm.
Oscar winner Chloe Zhao is directing the
Woohoo!
pilot,
Very
Okay.
cool. Very cool.
written by Nora and Lila Zuckerman. No additional information has been provided. Where is Willow? Where is Allison Hannigan?
I'm guessing Willow's in there.
I fucking want Willow.
They were hanging out together recently, SMG
Oh,
and,
really?
Allison Hannigan. So I think how are you not going to have Willow?
Yeah.
You
How are
gotta
you
have
gonna
Willow.
explain? Willow's just like away on a witch retreat or
No,
something.
she died
Like,
off camera.
She died. She's right. They're attending her funeral in the first episode, and that's what ignites this whole thing. Oh, I will
God.
be pissed.
I mean, anyway, no, that one happened because Joss Whedon isn't in charge of this show. So
Oh,
I think we're in good hands. I think Chloe's going to do us right. I think if we ever see it, I think Willow will absolutely be back. If not, as you say, there will be riots.
there's a really cute video of Sarah Michelle Gellar telling Ryan that she got the part, so you can watch that on Instagram.
Mm.
So she's very excited, and I'm hoping that she's seen Buffy and is a fan of.
I'm sure she would have watched. It sounds like the
She will now.
audition process probably took a minute. So I'm guessing
Right.
you do that research if you're,
Yeah, I would.
know,
I bet
right?
she killed it. Like she's pretty badass in Skeleton Crew. I mean,
According
despite
to
what
Sarah
AK says,
said,
I liked
He was
Fern.
great.
I did
She's
too.
got a long list of credits.
She's
From
been
everything
doing
I
this
read and what Sarah
long
said,
time.
they're like, as soon as we saw your, I guess, taped audition, you were the one. Like, they liked her right off.
Damn.
And they were like, there was no other possibility after we saw you. I mean, I'm sure she still had to do a lot of auditions, but did you know, Tara, remember your little series you loved, Anne with an E? Isn't that the one
Yeah.
you liked? She was in at least one episode. She was in 16 episodes of that.
Oh,
So she was little, I'm sure. She was the little girl in Black Widow that Black Widow thought she killed, who grew up to be Taskmaster. She was in Black Widow.
oh,
She was Chris Pratt's daughter in the Tomorrow War.
Yeah.
She was in
Okay.
Firestarter. This is a girl who's been getting cast in some stuff for a while.
A long
so
time. She's been
she's
doing this a
got
long
the
time.
chops at her young age.
Okay, let me just back us up a bit here.
Okay.
Also, executive producing the pilot is Dolly Parton,
Yes.
What?
whose
Well,
company
wow.
Sand Dollar was producer on the original.
Okay.
She was a silent
What?
producer. You didn't, Tara, you didn't know this?
No, I didn't know that.
Are you serious?
No.
This is
I
like
hadn't
a
even
thing.
heard that.
No, this is a common knowledge. No, I guess it's not. This is like it,
Apparently
it
not.
Didn't, it didn't come out until years after the show was over that Dolly was a producer because she didn't want to take away from the show. But
Oh, Dolly, you're such
I
a
know she's
gem.
she's everything. Yeah, no, she was a silent producer on that.
How great would it be if you go to Dollywood and they have a Buffy the Vampire Slayer ride?
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Gail Berman is on board, who was involved EP on Buffy Angel.
Yeah, that's a good sign too. You got somebody who's been there before, who
Yeah.
knows how to make a show
It's-
like this.
It's got good. It's set to be good, you know. I'm sure it will be. I can't imagine it won't be. I like on the Instagram, Sarah Michelle Gellar's Instagram, where she posted her little video message. The comments congratulating her, Charisma Carpenter,
Nice.
is on there. What are the other ones I saw? Well, now they're not showing up, but it was like there was
Like a roll
like
call
Julie
of
Benz. There were a
yeah.
lot of
Buffy
James-
friends.
what's his name? Gunn, Hulu was chiming in. Emma Caulfield, James Gunn,
Oh.
Julie Benz,
Huh.
Catherine Newton.
It's like a reunion of Buffy people.
That's fun.
Well, not Catherine Newton, but Juliet Landau. Like there were a lot of people jumping on here. Freaking IMDb
That's funny.
jumped on to comment.
Yeah, it's a big show, man. Buffy is another one of those influential shows that have inspired a lot of filmmakers.
Oh yeah, this is a big thing, and if it, yeah, but like you said, if for some reason it doesn't get picked up and it just disappears. It will
Yeah.
be a big thing. So,
Well, Sarah even said when they first announced that they were making this pilot, or they got the green light, she even said in an interview, like, if it's not good, I won't do it. Like, if
yeah.
it's not good, if the script's not good, I'm not going to do it. So
Mhm.
we know that the script must have been good enough for her to want to do it, because now we're hearing about casting and stuff.
Do
But
not kill Willow. That's swear to God. I won't watch it if
so
Willow's dead.
they
I'll be like,
they somehow revivify Tara. They bring her back. They have a big emotional
ooh.
scene, and then Willow dies.
Wow.
No, I don't think Chloe would do us like that.
Uh, wow.
No, I think they've learned their lesson.
Hmm.
Does that put you in a Buffy mood? Because if it does, and if you
Nice.
live in the LA area, you can go to Hellmouth Con 2025, weekend of June 13th through 15th, located at Torrance High School in Los Angeles, California.
Where
The
they
only
AKA the
location
Hellmouth.
That's where
for
they shot
the Hellmouth
Buffy.
for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. They've got a guest list including Juliet Landau, James Marsters, DB Woodside. Was he on one of those? I didn't even
Yes.
know. Okay, I did not know that. Steven Sears is going.
I thought
Did he
that was
write on
on.
that show?
Absolutely not.
What's he doing
He is a writer from a female
from
driven
other
show.
shows?
And they
Okay.
asked him, or he was like, hey, I'll come. Do you guys want me to come?
Well, he's gonna be there.
He's going.
But yeah, Christian Kane.
I mean,
Oh, and
come on.
Jessica.
Spike's going to be there. That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody
that's
loves
cool.
Spike.
I
Armin
feel like
Shimmerman.
who?
He was. I forgot he was on
Oh, yeah. He was.
the Buffyverse. He's Quark on DS9.
Yeah, he played the principal on Buffy
Mm.
in the early seasons.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is happening. I'm trying to see tickets. Let's see. $125
not bad.
pre-con for the whole 2-day weekend. Really, yeah, really not. They sold out last year apparently. So,
Not bad.
but yeah, if you're a Buffy Angel fan, this is the con for you.
And it is cool that it's at Torrance High, which is where they shot the original. Like, that's really fun. What a nice little kind of fun. That alone would be cool to just go and see where they shot would be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Yeah. There you go.
Speaking of more follow-ups, Wendy.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is me? Well,
Oh boy.
I feel like this is a film we have to have a watching party for. This
Done.
is a new trailer has come out for The Old Guard. Duh.
Duh.
Duh. Only it's been 89 years since the first one.
It should be called the older guard because
the really old
Nice.
guard.
Yeah.
Nice.
I did not
The
know.
really old guard. Yeah, like
Was
that one.
Uma Thurman in it, the last one at all? Like,
No.
like
No.
an end cameo or anything? I couldn't remember if she popped
No.
up at the end.
She
She's in
knew.
it now, and she looks kind of
looks
cool.
So good.
Bringing back the Kill Bill mojo.
Yeah, dude. She looks awesome.
Yeah, she does look really good. And so does Charlize. And it looks very intriguing. And I am very much looking forward to watching it. I hope it's really good. I will definitely be doing a rewatch of the first one before I watch this because I forgot a lot of things. I know there's a lot of stuff with like that chick in the water and a thing. And,
Yeah,
and,
so
you
that
know.
that was I forget what's her character's name?
I
Charlize-
don't have a
like
clue.
Charlie
It's
or
been
something?
80 years since we watched it.
Andy is the character's name. Remember Andy and the woman who gets thrown in
Yeah.
the water? They were like a couple.
Yeah, they're a couple,
vaguely.
and now she's pissed.
Now she's pissed and she looks like she
Yeah.
wants to kill her.
I'm sure she does. She's
I mean,
screaming.
I guess I would.
But it wasn't her fault. They got, they were like
Didn't she search
towns-
for her or something? Or
She did. Well,
I
how do you
don't
find
remember
a person
any of it.
who's at the bottom of the ocean? Like, that's
Yeah.
hard.
Well,
Anyway,
definitely gonna do some catching up on this, but
yeah, this
there's a new trailer and it looks
really
pretty good. Pretty good.
I was bummed that the original director from the first one is not involved. And I of course can't remember her name. Something Prince.
Oh,
I like Charlize's kind of faux, like it's like a
Gina Prince Bythewood.
Thank
bullet,
you.
Bullet.
like a faux mullet. It's
Yeah.
kind of a mullety looking sometimes, but sometimes not.
But you know what? It's Charlize Theron, so it doesn't matter what.
Oh, it's
It works.
I
It
mean,
like I don't know what it is,
but it does
but
work on her. Yes.
no,
yeah,
yeah.
it is a very
I mean,
quizzical.
people would,
What is that?
yeah, like at work, they'd be like, "Ooh, no, you need to
If
stop
you're
taking care of
alive
that."
as long as she's been alive, you don't care. But
Yeah,
at least this is
you're trying
a
every haircut at that point. You're trying like a bowl cut on top of a mullet,
Yeah,
and you're
and it
like,
all looks good, and it's
Yeah.
like, why do I even try?
I wish
I
I
don't
looked
even-
like her for all eternity.
Yeah. Oh my God.
the director of this one is Victoria Mahoney, who has directed 2 episodes of Grey's Anatomy. She was also an assistant or second unit director on episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, cool.
So, she's done that.
That's not bad.
She's
So
getting
she's
her
done some
shot. That's
stuff.
good.
Yeah, I love that it's a female director. That makes me
Yeah.
feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't abandon that from the first movie. It's good.
No, I'm sure I wouldn't be surprised if Charlize was we need another woman back.
Very
I
cool.
wonder why the other one decided not to do it, or was she replaced?
My guess is that she just moved on. It seemed like there was a good relationship there, and that she was really into like she loved making that movie.
Oh.
But
Okay, she posted back in 2021. I love the old guard and the story and the characters I was honored to put into this world. It was exciting to disrupt the genre. I've decided not to direct the sequel, but will stay on as a producer. I leave our franchise in good hands as my girl Vic Mahoney takes on this next chapter. Blah blah blah. So
there you go.
yeah,
Okay.
so it's not like she was tossed.
It's it's hard to come back and make a sequel as good as the first one.
Yeah.
And she was probably very happy with the movie they made, and it seemed like it was a hard movie to make. They were slogging at that thing for a long time, so she's probably like ready to do other shit. But I'm glad she's still involved. Again, that means it's a good parting of ways, and she'll at least have some input
Yeah.
because she's a good director.
Well, it's not long now, but yeah,
I
we need
know.
to have a watching party.
July
And
2nd.
all of us cut our hair like hers
No,
in honor of the return of the old guard.
I don't think so.
No.
You guys, well, I could make mine look like that, but you guys would have to add some little hair pieces in the back, like you'd have to clip in some
Extensions?
extensions in the back.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
if
think
I'm
that's
gonna-
a great idea.
No, I don't think I can pull
Maybe
that
not.
off. Perhaps not.
Perhaps not.
You should do it, Tara.
I'll think about it.
You should dye your hair black. Have you ever done that? Have you ever gone
I had a
dark
brown, but it didn't look right because my hair still grows out blonde in the front.
Right.
So it was like a reverse root, like
Right.
it looked weirder somehow than
I
just
see.
the dark roots with,
I gotcha.
blonder with less blonde roots. Yeah. So
Okay. Let's see. Who maybe listeners will write in. What color hair should Tara go with next? I don't know. We need engagement. We need listener
There's a
engagement.
poll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lee, let's do that. Who of the three of us could pull off the weird mullet that Charlize Theron has in this movie?
I know it's not me. Look, my hair does one thing. If it doesn't do that, I'm a freak. So my
think
hair is
it's
very
Tara.
precious.
I think Tara is
I
the
don't tamper with it.
Charlize of the podcast.
There you go.
But how cool? But like, yeah, Uma Thurman,
that's going to be cool.
so badass, and like that, it looks like they have a showdown at the end of the movie. I'm guessing between the two of
Yeah,
them,
I'm
just going at
sure.
it with a sword and a battle axe.
Ooh.
As you
pretty-
do.
Looks pretty badass. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad Uma's back. You don't
Welcome
see
back.
her around very much, you know.
No. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. That's by choice or, Hollywood.
Sure.
Well, I feel like she's
Who knows?
the type who could step away if she wants to.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, but does she want to?
Nothing to prove.
Let's see. No, you're Kill Bill. You don't have
Yeah,
anything.
you don't have to
Let's
do
see.
it.
Well, she did voiceover in The King of Kings. She did something called Oh Canada, The Kill Room. She was in Red, White, and Royal Blue. If you
Oh,
forgot about
I don't remember
that.
that.
With the Shahi, she was the president.
Oh.
Oh.
The mom. Okay, so the mom and the one
Yeah.
guy. Okay. Oh.
She's also the mother of one of the stars of Stranger Things.
There you go. She's been doing stuff
she's busy.
when she wants to.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that I guess wraps up nerd news. Boy, I tell you, this time we were off and traveling, we kept having things pop up. We're like, oh my God, this is a horrible time to not be around. There's so much news.
So much. But no,
How are we going to do it all?
we're caught up.
Yeah, ready
Watch
for more news.
the day after this episode airs, something huge is going to be announced. It always happens.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Well, that's exciting.
Wynonna season
We're
5.
taking off next week, no, this is our episode for the holiday, right?
This is our episode for the holiday.
Okay.
Happy holiday.
Happy holiday.
Happy holiday, and then we'll be back, or we'll have some fun stuff going on this summer. We got some things coming. We have things
It'll be
coming.
Pride Month.
That's right.
Oh.
Pride.
Pride.
There it is. Yeah. So there you go.
Oh, yeah. We're not stopping.
No, can't stop, won't stop. And again, thanks again, Anne, for stepping in. Thanks, Lee, for keeping the socials running.
Very much
And
thank you.
Jackie, thank you for being our producer.
Mm-hmm.
And listeners, thank you
Hey.
for listening. Appreciate
This
you.
is episode 278.
No, 178.
Mm,
278? What?
Excuse me.
I mean, I guess Kat would know.
Oh, God.
Hold the phone.
My God.
Maybe
no,
I'm
it's
wrong.
200.
I'm looking it
It's
up.
200.
I'm looking it
It
up.
is
You're
200.
right.
You don't gaslight me. Yeah, it's
It
200.
just
Look,
sounds like...
yeah.
Where's
Okay,
where do you
so
see the number?
well, I'll
it's
let
at
you
the
know.
top. I see it.
Okay.
Episode 178 aired on November 22nd, 2022, and we talked about the Xena Convention and Warrior Nun.
Wow.
That was 100 episodes ago, guys. Wow. So we're coming up on 300 episodes. We gotta
Wow.
do something special.
Yeah, we better.
We should do
That's-
maybe we do a live thing.
yeah. No. Bonanza.
I mean, we should be very proud of ourselves.
Yes.
278 episodes?
That ain't nothing.
Or is it 277? Have I jumped ahead? Is
This
it
one, I think, is
277?
278. That's what it says.
Maybe I jumped ahead. Well, in any event, it's a lot of fucking episodes.
We're very tired. But we're still enthusiastic. I mean,
Yeah.
stuff happens all the time.
Look at us,
We
we're
never
still
run out
having-
of content.
Still having fun. Still having fun.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, well, we've done 278 episodes. We're very tired. Time to nap. So,
That sounds good.
all right. Well, congratulations getting over your COVID. Take it
Thank
easy,
you.
Kat.
Thank you so much.
And we'll see you around after the holidays, eh? So,
Yeah.
until then, my friends. Till next time. She nerds out.
Out.
She nerds out. We're girls that like dirty things. Dirty things. Why can't we just do something nice and fun?
Yeah, why can't we just
Light
have
comedy.
Hannah and Jillian just like make out for an hour and a
Yeah.
half? Or just like have really, like flirty banter for most of the movie.
Right.
And then they kiss at the end. That sounds awesome. Like that's all. I mean, that's it. I just wrote a movie.
Yeah. They could even throw one of those, what is it, age difference, lesbian time, the period pieces.
Yes. Oh my God. Have you seen Jillian in a corset? She looks amazing.
You know? But like it's a funny one, not like a depressing one where
No.
everyone fucking dies
At the
and
end.
jumps off a cliff and or just runs into the sea and dies.
or goes to the theater and just cries throughout the
Yeah.
entire movie in one slow shot.
One gets put in the insane asylum.
And then one has to marry a horrible man,
Horrible man.
an old man.
A disgusting man, yeah.
We've seen those movies.
Seen every one of those movies.
Yeah, of course, because we have to.
Yeah.
We're contractually obligated to
And
see
it's all
them.
gray and dark.
By the seashore
time.
somehow.
Yeah.
It's very gloomy.
Yeah, fire by the sea and
Lady, what is it? Lady with the
Lady with the something on fire.
yes, Lady
Lady.
on Fire. Is it just Lady on Fire?
No, I feel like there's another word or two in there.
Lady with
Lady
the
with the
lady.
portrait on fire.
Oh,
I
thank
think it
you.
was.
Portrait of a
Yeah.
Lady on Fire. Nice
There
job.
we go. Not the lady with the portrait on fire. Portrait of a lady
you
on
had it.
fire.
You had it.